The product comes in 3 separate boxes or cartons, labeled top, bottom, and mattress. You should carry the bottom section of the Independence bed into the customer's home first. The boxes come with handholds on each side to assist with the 2-person lift and carry. Remove the banding on the outside of the box with scissors or a blade with a blunt edge. Each top and bottom carton is sleeved. Please remove the top sleeve and peel back the plastic sheet protecting the product. You will then see the underside of the bed with 2 smaller boxes. The larger of the 2 internal boxes contains the handrails and tools necessary for setup. Please open that box and organize the contents for later use. The smaller of the 2 boxes contains the 4 legs of the bed and 2 9-volt batteries to be installed later. Install the 4 legs securely into the corners of the base. Remove the zip tie that is securing the power supply to the frame, then carefully roll the product over so that it is sitting upright on the legs. Then remove the other sleeve portion of the bottom carton. By default, the Independence bed rotates to the left side of the user lying on the bed. The rotation motor is placed in the bracket with the label "Turn Left." To change the direction of the rotation to the right, you should do the following before attaching the top of the Independence bed. Find the metal plate of the bottom part of the Independence bed. Locate the 2 bolts above the "Turn Left" label. Using an Allen key wrench, remove the leftmost bolt. With the same Allen key wrench, loosen the second bolt by rotating it only 4 revolutions. The metal stopper should now be loose. Next, turn the Independence bed over to its side carefully. It is best to do this with the bed legs attached to the bottom frame. The stopper is now in a vertical position. On one end of the motor, remove the cotter pin from the motor pin, holding the motor to the bed frame. Remove the motor pin. Do the same on the other end of the rotation motor. Detach the rotation motor from the bottom part. Transfer the rotation motor to the other side of the bed frame. Align both ends properly with the motor brackets on this side. On one end of the motor, insert the motor pin back into the bracket and through the rotation motor. Insert the cotter pin into the end of the motor pin to secure it in place. Do the same on the other end of the rotation motor. Move the stopper to the turn right position. Next, turn the bottom part of the Independence bed over carefully again, the top plate now facing up. On the top part of the Independence bed, insert the second bolt with the washer, which was removed earlier, back onto the metal plate. Using the Allen key wrench again, tighten both bolts. The stopper is now secured in place fully in the turn right position, and your Independence bed now rotates to the right. Carefully remove the orange zip tie holding the cables together and remove the 4 hand screw knobs and lock washers on the bottom corners of the metal plate. Please take note that there is a small foot sticker on the metal plate indicating which end of the base the customer's feet will lie. Use this to make sure you have the bottom section properly oriented in the room. In order to do this, there will need to be at least 20 inches of clearance from the wall or any obstacle on the opposite side to which the bed is set to rotate to. Next, the top portion of the product will need to be unpackaged. Follow the same direction from the previous steps, removing the banding in the top sleeve of the box. Once open and plastic sheet is removed, you will see the underside of the top portion with the user manual. Please place it safely to the side and remove the orange zip ties holding the handrail brackets, retainer bar, and remote. Place these to the side for later installation. Take note that there is also a foot sticker indicating the end of the bed where the customer's feet will lie. Placing the top sleeve of the box back on, turn the top section of the base over so that the underside is now facing down and remove the bottom sleeve. Lifting from the middle portion of the bed, place the top section on the bottom section. Once the top section of the base is properly aligned on the bottom section, the bed will sit flush along the foam edges of the base. Lifting the head portion of the bed, please ensure the 2 sections align so that the 4 holes utilized by the knob screws match up on both sections. Please use the 4 screw knobs and lock washers previously set aside to secure the head and foot portions together. Open the shipping carton containing the bed mattress and unbox it. Unzip the mattress cover to access the loop retainer anchors at the foot of the bed. Align the open ends of the retainer bar, previously set aside, with the loop retainer anchors and slide them in, making sure the ends glide all the way into the loop. Cut the plastic casing of the bed mattress carefully and unroll it on the base. Removing the plastic casing completely, allow the mattress to fully inflate. Next, insert the bed mattress into the open mattress cover and zip it up completely, making sure the mattress fits well inside the cover. While one person lifts up on the head section of the base, another person will need to connect the cables from the bottom half of the independence to the control box. There are 4 cables that will need to be connected: the rotation actuator labeled in green, the 2 USB charging ports, and the power supply. The control box connectors are designed so that no cable can be plugged into the wrong outlet. Carefully note the routing of the cables after connecting them to the control box, following the same process. Please ensure all of the other cables shipped attached to the control box are still securely connected and nothing is shifted during transit. Then carefully lower down the head section. The product is now ready to be tested to ensure proper functionality. Plug the power supply cable into an AC outlet. The LED on the remote will begin blinking slowly. This is an error code telling you the product needs resetting. To do this, press the seat down button 3 times quickly. The head and foot actuator will move upward and then back down, and the LED on the remote will go out. Once this occurs, please test to ensure the product is working correctly. This slow blinking error code will occur anytime the power to the control box is lost. To install the handrails, locate the brackets that were removed previously from the top section and set aside. Lift the spring-loaded knob and slide the handrail into the bracket as shown. The longest portion of the handrail should be on the same end as the spring-loaded knob. Directly adjacent to the knob will be another hole in the bracket that aligns with the hole in the handrail plate. Please use the Allen key and other small wrench to tighten and secure the handrail into the bracket using the screw, lock washer, and nut. Repeat the same process with the other handrail and bracket. Now they are ready to be placed on the independence base. In order to do this, you will need to loosen the hand screw knobs that will hold them into place. Once they are loose, the handrail should easily slide into place, making sure the longer section of the handrails is toward the foot of the bed. Then, retighten the hand screw knobs. You can test the handrails now by pulling on the spring-loaded knob and rotating them upwards. The handrails have the ability to lock into place both in the down and up position. Determine which side the customer is most comfortable using their remote control, and attach the wire to the white clip located on the back of the handrail. Please install the 2 9-volt batteries that were shipped in the box with the bed legs into the power supply. Once they are installed, they will prevent the independence base from needing to be reset in the unlikely occurrence of a power outage. This concludes the setup of your independence base. We hope you enjoy the bed and would love to receive feedback from all of our customers.